This is the Floureon H101 that I purchased from gearbest.com. I'm in Canada, Ontario, Canada. It arrived with standard free shipping in 2 weeks, which is really super fast. I'm excited about that. It comes with a 150 milliamp battery. It gives it about 5 minutes of flight time, give or take how many flips and rolls you're doing. Does not have an on-off switch, so you will have to plug this guy in. That kind of sucks, but for a mini quadcopter, it's actually a pretty decent size. I have really big hands, and this is the size of the quad, so it's pretty decent. The controller is very standard, of course, has your headless mode, what it calls a return home mode, and then your speed mode, your trims, of course, here, your buttons for flips and rolls, and then your button for invert flips and rolls. What I need to explain to you guys is how this works with orientation after you complete a flip and then a roll. So when you plug this in, which I'll try to do with one hand here while I hold my camera, because I'm not as funky as the rest of you. Okay, so as it stands right now, red lights are in the front, blue are in the back. When you're flying this guy, red is in the front, blue is in the back. So you can kind of see it has a neat little shape. Supposed to be shaped kind of like a ship, and this is, like the cockpit windows or something like that. I don't know. But it's very easy to tell which way is forward and which way is backwards. In headless mode, obviously that doesn't matter. However, when you complete an inverted, let's say, roll, like that, okay, red is still in the front and blue is still in the back. But if you go from this and then you decide to do a front or rear flip to go back to your inverted mode or verted mode, you'll notice now that red is in the rear and blue is in the front. And of course that would suck, because then you would have to turn this thing around to get back to the front. But that's not actually how it works. After you complete an inverted flip and then roll where the front and back go, it becomes reversed. The lights don't change, of course, but the direction is now, this is forward and this is backward. If that sounds confusing to you, believe me, it's not. That actually means that it's saving you the trouble of trying to remember where you're actually going. Because if you're simply just flying this guy and you're doing inverted flips and then inverted rolls back, you want to know that this way is still forward and this way is backward. It's not headless mode, okay? It's different than headless mode, but it is keeping the orientation for you automatically. So whichever way you started, whichever way it rolls back, it's just going to reverse it for you. Not while it's inverted like this, but once you come back again, right? So, and then of course to complete that, if you did another one, so this is still forward, and then if you did, an inverted flip and then roll, red is now in the front, so that's still front. That's neat. That is actually really cool, that not only does this thing fly inverted, but it actually changes the orientation for you automatically once you complete 2 opposite inverts. It does it for you. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually very happy with that. So this unit came with 4 extra propellers, and it actually came with 2 landing pads, just in case you lose one of these soft pads that are in the corners here under each motor. So there you have it. Pretty awesome. Thank you GearBest for sending me a neat little mini quad, super fast.